na kilikali Women's Club, kedobakan ronga na Radio FBC1, tole biti na bobakan diyan.
Nedango emurina tambu ena kasi ondo worronga na Radio FBC1 tumo biti ngari biana.
Nedango merilotu yo me botike sawa no kor me ulep to kay malo bawati sawa. Tahun ini kuah kita letak balik menara program na Radio FBC1.
Na Radio FBC1 nandumoy biti na bonga ni BNN.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. In this bulletin, 2016 budget passed by Parliament after a week-long debate. Speaker overrules opposition demand for apology from acting Prime Minister. And Year 6 exam results out. The 2016 national budget has been passed in Parliament. Debate on the appropriation bill went into the evening before being passed by 25 votes. Ritika Pratap reports.
Parliament has now passed the 2016 budget. I congratulate all members on their contribution in this very important process.
A budget of over $3.9 billion passed after 4 days of debate, which sometimes turned rowdy. This is the second budget for the Fiji First government after the 2014 elections. Opposition had boycotted debate on the 2015 budget, but came out strong this time around, opposing a number of allocations for next year.
I'd like to know how many other opposition parties in the past have been allowed the kind of access that they want with the civil servants. None. 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 Not in the manner, 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 Madam
Honourable
Speaker.
members, time is going. It's repetition.
50 individual allocations of money for each ministry were deliberated upon before being put to a vote. One of the Parliament sessions this week went on until midnight.
Ask the ministries to come and explain to us. And that is why today we are spending so long. Had they come and explained to us the issues that we wanted clarified, we wouldn't be spending so long today, and we will probably sit beyond 10 o'clock tonight at the rate we're going. Thank you.
The opposition also proposed a number of increments or reductions to some of the allocations. These include grants for the Fiji Roads Authority or the allocation for the Education Ministry next year.
We propose that if the $10 million is added to this scholarship fund, that it be means tested.
Point, Madam Speaker, it is not nice, it is not fair to hurl personal allegations against members. If it was being done against me, I'd stand up and defend myself too.
Madam Chair, Honourable Prasad is talking about someone from Nukulo, etc. We're talking about anywhere in Fiji.
The debate also deviated at times with MPs making racial comments and making obscene hand gestures. 25 members voted for the budget, 17 members voted against it, while 6 did not vote. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
A motion to amend Bill 29 of 2015, which is the bill to amend the Value-Added Tax Decree 1991, has been defeated in Parliament. The motion was put forward by Opposition Leader Rotemumu Kepa and Opposition MP Viliameng Avoka. Rotemumu had proposed that an amendment be made to regulations prescribing subsidies for selected basic food items to households who earn $12,000 or less. The motion was defeated by 25 votes. Meanwhile, 16 other consequential bills have been voted upon and passed by the Parliament. The motion to amend these bills was put forward by the Finance Minister Ayeside Qayyum and was subsequently passed by 26 votes after a debate that lasted for over an hour. Some of these bills include the Service Turnover Decree 2012, Tax Administration Decree 2009, Value Added Tax Decree 1991, Customs Tariff Act 1986, Medical Products Decree and Pharmacy Profession Decree 2001. A bill for an act to revise, simplify and consolidate the laws relating to income tax has been passed. The motion was put forward by the chair of the Justice, Law and Human Rights Committee, Ashnil Sudhakar. The motion was passed by 25 votes. The report tabled by Sudhakar attempts to consolidate the laws that were previously dealing with the capital gains tax, fringe benefit tax, income tax and business and company tax. Coming up, FNPF raises concerns for its members.
मैं नीलगिरी मदर्स क्लब की रोहिणी कुमार हूँ और रेडियो फीजी 2 की मैं बड़ी दीवानी हूँ।
मेरा नाम राम है, मैं लटोका में रहता हूँ और जस्ती करके मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 सुन रहा हूँ।
हाय, मैं हूँ आइना नाभवा टाउन से। नाभवा में रेडियो फीजी 2 सबकी पसंद।
मेरा नाम अश्विन है, मैं रेगरेकी में टैक्सी का व्यापार करता हूँ और ज़्यादातर हम लोग रेगरेकी में रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनते हैं।
हमारा नाम रोशनी है, मैं तावा टाउन से बात कर रही हूँ। मुझे रेडियो फीजी बहुत पसंद है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
80% of Fiji National Provident Fund members retiring in the next 4 years have below $50,000 in their account. Savara Tambor reports this is a major concern to the fund, as most members are withdrawing large amounts of their money, leaving little for retirement.
Funds injected into the preserve account is meant for retirement. FNPF's Chief Investment Officer Chao Chikuroi says there are very strong restrictions on how members can access this 70% set aside for retirement.
One of the major revelations for us now looking back was that we have allowed more access grounds for members during retirement, during working life. And a lot of our members are retiring with very low balances. And this is quite important as our population begins to age a lot more. It's important for us to look after them more when they retire.
The FNPF today held a members forum at the Holiday Inn in Suva, which is aimed at informing members on some key activities and future plans of the fund. FBC News spoke to a couple of pensioners who say they are happy with what the FNPF has been doing so far.
The information provided by the facilitator was very important for people who are reaching 55. It's good for the pensioners, and whatever we have been given, the information here will definitely make a decision in terms of their retirement age.
Hope that we'll pension all our money for the benefit of the future.
Koroi says members can also make voluntary contributions to look after them during retirement.
Savaira now joins us live. Savaira, what is causing members to withdraw from their accounts before retirement?
Jackie, the driving force in the FNPF policies is to ensure that members have adequate savings for retirement. The fund has noted that there are a lot of withdrawals being made by members prior to their retirement. The withdrawals made are basically for education, health, housing, and funeral assistance. Jackie, this will now mean that majority of FNPF immediate retirees will not have enough savings to adequately cater for their retirement. Finaka Jackie.
Thanks so much for that update, Savaira. Final Year 6 intermediate exam results are out. Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says the final exam results were issued at midday today to the district offices. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
More than 17,000 students sat the reintroduced Year 6 intermediate exams in September.
At 12 o'clock the results was released.
And are those results online, or how is it going to be?
No, it's sent to district offices because we didn't want to send it to individual schools because the whole full of Fiji. So the district office, the schools can come and collect it from the district office, the school heads. So they will be given the respective school result.
Education Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says there were administrative issues, from unclear identification on test papers to missing transcripts. Provisional results released last week on the Ministry of Education website caused an uproar given the number of zeros and underpass grades.
The issues, again, we still have about, some scripts, particularly, around 60 of those that are there, which we cannot post it to any particular student or school. So that issue is there, and we would want to fix that situation next year by tightening at the school level when the scripts are collected. I think that's where the weakness was.
Dr. Reddy says from next week some schools will receive their individual results on email. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
President Yoshi Konrote yesterday commissioned Filimone Wangambadha as Fiji's new High Commissioner to New Zealand. The former Finance Permanent Secretary is expected to take over for Mere Tora next month. He will be based in Wellington and comes with a background in the finance sector.
I solemnly and sincerely promise to hold the office of the High Commissioner with honor, dignity and integrity.
Wangambadha was also a former chair of the Fiji Rugby Union. 40 rural women will each receive a license to operate their handicraft businesses tomorrow, thanks to an initiative by the Fiji Arts Council. The women, who have been showcasing their talents in traditional craft this week in Nandi, will receive their licenses from the Minister for Tourism, Fayaz Koya. Madhyam Bolaitamana has more on the story.
40 of these women will be recipients to a new lease of life, while another 76 will have their licenses renewed to sell homemade Fiji handicraft wherever they are based.
A highlight of our participation this year is that the Minister of Industry and Trade will come along as well to close this event and also award the 41 licenses, one new license this year, and also the renewal of other licenses that were issued last year.
The showcase, which is being hosted in Nandi this week, is targeted at luring the tourist market and locals who have been keen to get their hands on traditional craft.
Really, they come to meet the producers themselves. They are not buying things from the shop and selling it over to the tourists, but they are the producers. The practitioners do things from the raw materials which are just all around Fiji and all around the surroundings.
The Minister for Tourism and Trade, Fayaz Koya, will be issuing out licenses at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
We now cross live to our West reporter, Madhyam Bolaitamana. Madhu, this must be very exciting times for those women. Tell us more about tomorrow's event.
Jackie, exciting times indeed. There is a buzz among the women about tomorrow. But an interesting fact is that for the first time in this annual showcase, the women of Madhuwata and Vanolevu have come to be part of the event. They come with an array of traditional craft that is known only to their province. So it has been an opportune time for them to network with their counterparts here in Vitilevu and learn as well as showcase what they have on offer. Jackie.
That's fantastic news. Thanks so much for that, Madhu. And on that note, sports is up next, and here's Jamie now with the latest.
Thank you, Jackie, and good evening. Coming up, Fiji's Sevens team announced for opening leg of World 7 Series. And we'll take a look at how the Fijian teams are doing at the Pacific Football Cup. This and more after the break.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Rakiriki Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tavor Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Two players will make their debut in the opening leg of the World 7 Series in Dubai and Cape Town next month. Emory Wanga and Sebuloni Mode were the new faces named today in an otherwise unchanged Vodafone Fiji 7 squad. Tsalen Daudakadaka reports.
National coach Ben Ryan named 14 players today who are charged with leading Fiji's World Series title defense. Unlike most teams, which will be using overseas-based reps with a view to the Rio Olympics, Ryan has total faith in the local talent.
I had total faith in the local boys last season and they delivered. And I've got no doubt that we'll be basing our Olympic preparation, our success and our performance on the boys from the island.
One of the two new reps, Emory Wanga, the younger brother of former rep Sitiveni Wanga, could not control his emotions as he described the support of his family in order for him to achieve his dream.
My family always supports me when I play, especially my late grandmother. Even though she has passed away, I know she is proud of my selection today.
The national side will resume its camp on Monday and flies out to United Arab Emirates next Thursday to not only defend the World Series crown, but also the Dubai Sevens title. Tsalen Daudakadaka, FBC Sports.
Now, Tsale joins us live now with more on the Fiji 7 squad naming today. Tsale, as we saw in your report earlier, an emotional moment for Emory Wanga and I'm sure for Sebuloni as well. What else can you tell us about the squad and the two debutants?
Well, at first it was a surprise to see two new players named in the side in Emory Wanga and Sebuloni Mode. The duo have been on the fringes of selection for the past 2 seasons, but have always missed the final cut. Both are experienced players in their own right and pack a lot of raw talent and power, and it should be interesting to see what they bring to the squad. Other than that, there are no other major surprises. Nemani Nangusa, of course, recalled after a lapse of 2 years since he last featured in the World Series. He will be a hard man to stop. The rest of the group are no strangers. It's interesting to see 14 players named instead of the usual 12, Ryan opting to take 2 extra players as injury cover. Jamie.
Thanks for that, Charlie. They have an all-important year for the Fiji 7 side in the lead-up to the Rio 2016 Olympics. And remember, you can watch the entire series live on FBC TV, beginning with the Dubai tournament on December 4th. The Ratsun Nandi football side defeated CFR Lions Suva 1-0 in the Pacific Cup in New Zealand last night. Samuel Ndrundru scored the winner for the Jet Setters in a closely contested match. Rohit Deo has more from Auckland.
Two-time Pacific Cup champions Nandi made a good comeback to their 2015 campaign against Suva last night. Coach Kamal Swami admitting they weren't happy with a 0-0 draw against Manukau All-Stars on Wednesday.
We should have won the first game by 3 goals, but unfortunately we did not play in this ground, or we did not have a chance to train in this ground. But the boys were positive, and I think we worked on the game plan, which worked against Suva.
With a win and a draw and 2 more matches remaining, Nandi looked good to make it to the last 4.
Well, the boys are looking forward, and I will go each game by one time. And I think when they work as a unit, we talked about it. The 2 strikers were not combining together, but now they are combining together, which is a bonus to us. And for sure, we are looking forward for the next game.
Team captain and goal scorer Samuel Adundru was delighted with the win and thanked his team for a job well done.
Today we had no luck, so today when we came, we wanted to win. We needed the 3 points for us to go to the semi-final. So I want to thank the boys for giving their hearts out and the fans for coming out in numbers.
Nandi won the title in 2012 and 2013, and they are the only team to have lifted the crown here in New Zealand. After the win against a smart-looking Suva side, the Jet Setters have surely set the pace here. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
Still with the Pacific Cup, the Shop and Save Lautoka football side lost their match against the Auckland All-Stars by a 1-0. After the 2-1 win over the USA All-Stars a day earlier, the Blues played well but could not find the back of the net. Midfielder Kelvin Naidu was red-carded in the match and will miss the team's next game. Defender Samuela Kautonga is also suspended for a match after copping 2 yellow cards in the tournament. Meanwhile, defending champions NZFFI All-Stars thrashed Wellington All-Stars 3-0 in their second game. All three goals were compliments of a hat-trick by James Hoyt, who is the leading goal scorer in the tournament with 4 goals. NZFFI All-Stars were held to a 1-1 draw against Suva on Wednesday.
They have to take a game at a time. They don't have to think about the entire tournament. We are the defending champions from last year, so they will be all the teams targeting us.
Pool matches continue today with the first match at 6:30 p.m. between Wellington All-Stars and Manukau All-Stars. And to athletics, Suva Blues and Nandragan Abosar lead the boys and girls divisions respectively after day 1 of the Fiji Primary School's athletics chow games at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. In the boys division, Suva Blues lead with 3 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze, followed by Lautoka, Ra and Madhuwata. In the girls division, Nandragan Abosar lead the pack with 5 gold, 4 silver and a bronze, followed by Suva Blues, Mbua and Madhuwata. Only one record was set today in the under-12 girls long jump by Avelina Navui of Suva Blues. The competition will continue at 9 a.m. tomorrow. That is your sports for this evening. It's back to Jackie now with business.
Visitor arrivals for last month increased by 7.1% when compared to the same period last year, with a total of 69,126 visitors arriving. Australia once again led the arrivals list, followed by China, Japan and South Korea. So far this year, visitor arrivals have increased by 8.9%. Visitors from the USA, New Zealand and continental Europe recorded significant increases, while those from Asia, Canada and the United Kingdom dropped. Visitors arriving for holiday purposes accounted for 82.6% of the total arrivals. 4.2% came to visit their friends and relatives, 3% came for business purposes, while 10.2% visited Fiji for other reasons. Showers were experienced over the northern parts of the country. Fine weather prevailed elsewhere. Nadi was the hottest on 35 degrees, while Lautoka and Ba followed closely on 34. Suva on 30, while Ambasa and Savo were the coolest on 29 degrees. Forecast midnight tomorrow for the Fiji group. Cloudy periods with some showers over Vanua Levu, the eastern parts and interior of the other larger islands. Elsewhere, fine apart from isolated afternoon or evening showers. And the further outlook is for brief showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, afternoon or evening showers. Easterly winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas, moderate southerly swells. And recapping tonight's main stories, 2016 budget passed by Parliament after a week-long debate. Speaker overrules opposition demand for apology from Acting Prime Minister, and Year 6 exam results are out. To our poll question for this week, we are asking, can the Fijiana rugby team win gold at the Rio Olympics? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Ni mo demanda.
Dangos kendo kita wani laki-laki lo menikoro dau binakapia na ba amang Bula FM niron dau bingkarabi ben hilo po viroro odo na Bula FM na mando na ser
iyo Bula bina tango epeli untuk taliten na porong Bula FM na bu
enam bantuan tinangan Bula FM no sur Bula FM enam bantuan ser
Bula sia buni ba ulambasa na ko bila merikibi Bula FM enam bantuan ser talita itu ngai lemas.
Bula FM number 2 NSR.